Okay, so today we will learn about Tanner, how we simulate the circuit in Tanner. You can see these are the icons. When you will install Tanner, these icons will come into your desktop screen. SoLedit, Sedit, Tspice, we will work on this Sedit. Okay, so there are different tools for this. Okay, so now I have opened Sedit. It will take some time. As you can see, this is Tanner EDA, driving analog innovation, semantic capture. As for semantic capture, okay, so here it comes. You can see the window. We will go into file and then new design. Okay, we can open also old design, but I will draw the new one. Here it will ask for the design name. I am giving NMOS VI characteristics. So its name is NMOS underscore VI, and the folder it will create, it will go into your document folder under Tanner EDA. Okay, it's under tutorial, but it will not create under tutorial. There is some problem, so I will just use some another folder. I will select. See, if you will install Tanner, then one default folder will come under document in the name of Tanner only, Tanner EDA. As you can see, it also comes under this in my document folder. So in yours also it will come automatically. Okay, so we will have set up the created folder design it is, and now I will create this folder. Okay, so it has been created. As you can see, it comes under library section. Now what we have to do, we have to add some libraries. Okay, by pressing add key, we will add library. We will browse our document folder. As you can see, it is under document, Tanner EDA, under Tanner tool. We will go for library, all Tanner, and we will click OK. So as you can see, here we got all the input output paths, logic gates, everything. Means the library has been created. These library will be provided by the Tanner only. NOR gate, NAND gate, buffer gate, inverter, mux. Under spice element there are different current control, current source, current control voltage source, current source, transformer, transmission line, voltage control current source. Everything will be there. This is voltage source. Under voltage source we can switch to different types of voltage. So this is DC, AC, pulse width file, and pulse, normal pulse, bit means 0 1 2, 0 1 0 1, sinusoidal, exponential, okay, frequency modulated, DC again. So there are different types of power sources. Under devices we will get capacitor, diode, inductor, NFET, NMOSFET, NMOS, NPN. Every devices we can use from here. Okay, resistors are also there. Mix, under mix you will get ground, you will get VDD, VEE, VSS, everything. In spice command, these are the commands used for the measurement, for printing the current or voltage. As you can see, this print current command is here. We will use this print current command in our circuit. So these all called as the library, okay, what we will use. And this is our NMOS VI, what we have created now. Now we will go for cell. As you can see, we have collected the library, means we have collected the tools to draw the circuit. And then we need, in hardware implementation, we need breadboard. Here the breadboard is cell. So we will go for new cell. This is cell 0, as you can see, under NMOS VI design. And this is a schematic design. So we will use type schematic, and interface will be view 0 only. and we will click OK. So as you can see, this is a type of breadboard we have created here. This is a simulation software. So what we connect in hardware form, we will implement this in our simulation software. So I will increase this one. Okay. So here we will draw our circuit. This is our cell 0 of NMOS VI design. Okay. We can create cell 1 also, cell 2 also under same design depending on your circuits, on your requirement. So I will select NMOS under devices library and go for instance. Click on instant, left click, and you can see this is NMOS. Every parameters properties are already given. Okay. We will click. If we will click done, then it will not be selected. Don't click done. First select it, means drag it to the cell and click left click on it and then click done. So this has been selected, and by pressing plus and minus key on your keyboard, you can zoom in and zoom out. So this is our NMOS. It already came on our cell. Now what are the other elements we need? We need voltage source. Okay, because I am going to draw the NMOS VI characteristics. So we need VGS and VDS, and here we can select different types of voltage source, AC, DC, bit, but in NMOS characteristics we need DC volt. So I have selected DC volt. Just drag it and click left click, again drag it, then again left click, because we need two voltage source for gate and for drain. Okay, and then click done. So this 2 voltage source also come into picture. So now we need one ground connection. So you can see under mix I have selected ground and drag it to our cell. Click done. Now what we need, we have to connect this voltage source NMOS ground through the wire. Okay, so we need wire. As you can see, this is the symbol of wire. It is written wire, and by clicking on this symbol I have selected wire and just left click to the points, in points. See, you can see I have connected this to the NMOS, and again right click on it. To stop the wire connection, right click, and if you want to delete, just press delete by selecting that portion of wire. So just right click here, yeah, again, and we need to connect body. This is the body, and to the source of NMOS, and this source to the ground. So just press right click. It is done. Now we have to connect this VDS to the ground, negative of VDS to the ground, and then at last VDS to our drain of NMOS. Just left click. By clicking left click only you can change the direction. Okay, now go for select. As you can see, my circuit has been connected. So I need to change some parameters, because we have to vary these 2 voltage source to see the VI characteristics. On different VGS, we will see the change in VDS according to the current. So this is my VDS. Okay, and I will name this VDS underscore voltage. Okay, so you can see it has appeared on my cell. This is VDS and its name is VDS underscore voltage. We removed 5 volt from there and we named it VDS by going into properties on right hand side. As you can see here, these are the properties. You can click and you can change the name or whatever the value you want to give, you can give. So here VGS underscore voltage, and the value will be VGS. Okay, so as you can see, VDS, now VDS, you can see it has been changed to VDS. Actually, previously I have done one mistake. That side of voltage is not VDS, it is VGS. Now I have changed back to, see, this is VGS, okay, and this is VDS. Previously I have done the mistake, that's why this has been created, the problem. Okay, so now I have connected the circuit with VGS and VDS. Now I have to check whether it is correct or not. By clicking on this red tick, we will check that our connection is correct or not. So as you can see here below, you can see there is 0 error, 0 warning are found. So there are no error in the circuit, no warnings are there. Warning is okay, but you can't commit the error. Okay. So now go for the setup simulation. You have to set up the simulation, what you want to perform in this circuit. So there are different options. First, go for general. In general, we have to select the library file for running the simulation. This library file will be present under same folder of Tanner tool under document in models, library models. You can see the generic 0.025.lib file is there. We will select this lib file, and at last we will put space capital T. Okay, so this is how we will select our library file. This will be provided by the Tanner only. This is 250 micrometer library file. Okay, so you need this library file to run the simulation, otherwise your simulation will not run. It is in the format of .lib file. Now go for different option. Netlist, we don't need netlist, we don't need hierarchy, we don't need additional spice command, we don't need we need parameters, because we have to vary the voltage sources. Those voltage sources what we have given, we need to vary them. So I will give the name as VGS, because same name I have given in our voltage sources, and the value will be 3 volt maximum value. Okay, now another parameter we have to vary, that is VDS, and same value 3 volt. I will keep it till 3 volt only. So we have defined 2 parameters what we need to vary. Now go for DC operating point analysis. Now this DC operating point analysis, we don't have to do anything, just select the DC operating point analysis. Now go for transient Fourier analysis. This transient Fourier analysis, we need to give the stop time and maximum time setup. So give 100 nano, it will automatically take in seconds, and then 10 nano step size. Step size is of 10 nanosecond. At 100 nanosecond, it will stop the transient analysis. Now go for DC sweep. DC sweep means the parameters range we will give. These parameters VGS and VDS, what we need to vary. So we need to vary VGS first. According to VGS, our VDS and ID graph will be plotted. So its start value is 0 and end value is 3, and step size will be of 0.3. So it will take 10 values, and sweep type will be linear. So same thing for VDS, because we need to vary VDS also. So start value is 0, stop value is 3, not 0.3, it will be 3. Actually I have written it wrong. I will change this to 3, and the step size will be 0.3, and sweep type is linear, same. Okay, so press OK. We can we don't have to go for all these AC analysis, noise analysis, anything extra. We can run the simulation from here also, but it's your wish. I will press OK, and then I will run the simulation by pressing this start simulation button, green button, and this is for open T-Spice file. This green button I will press, and my simulation starts running. As you can see, my circuit is completed, and it will take some time. First it will open the T-Spice file, then it will go for W-Spice file. Okay, this T-Spice file is for the Spice Netlist command. So here you can see the simulation is completed. The time it has been taken 2.17 seconds. This is all in real time. Now we can go for the, now we will go for the waveform. we need to see the VI characteristics. You can show the waveform by clicking on this button, red W button, but here it will not appear. See, there is no waveform here. VDS and VGS is there. My two values are there, my parameters are there, but there is no waveform. So I will cut all these things. And again, what mistakes we have done? Because we haven't connected any print command. So what it will print? So it has to print current by the variation of VDS. So I will select this print command, print current under the Spice command library. This is the print command. So this is actually, you don't need to give NMOS current name. I have given, but you don't do that. Just keep it basic and don't change it to trans and everything from here. I will explain from where you have to change. I am doing this, but you people don't do that. Just leave it as it is, the instant as it is. Again, I have changed this, and you can see I have left all the things as it is. And I will keep this print command here at drain side and at gate side also. If I want to print gate current, then I will use that command at the gate side, but here we need to use drain side print command. And from right side property, you can see we can change it to the trans. I will go for DC because we are printing the DC value, and change the name to NMOS current and the device also to MN MOS underscore 1. You can see you have to give this device name MNMOS underscore 1. This is important. Otherwise this command will not work. As you can see, I have attached it to the drain current. Okay. So this is how we will give the circuit. We will connect the print command to circuit. Again, run the simulation because we have already set up all the things, the library and all. And now if we will run the simulation, you can see my simulation is running, simulation completed, and you can see the waveform. Here VDS on x-axis and current is on y-axis, and this variation on different VGS value. You can see the VGS is 0, lower one, VGS is 0.3, 0.6, 0.9. According to that, this VDS and current is varying. This is what we need to obtain from our circuit. As you can see, this is our need. We need to find the VI characteristics, and it shows the VI character. You can take the screenshot of this. Okay, we can give different marker, command, level, everything from here in this window. We can use this in our graph. As you can see, the variation of VDS from here, everything. VDS you will press, VGS you will press, you will get the different values. Okay, and you need not to do anything else in this chart. It is just came perfect, and you can save this chart book. Okay, you can save this in your PC by whatever name it is. .cbk file will be there. I am not saving it. I am just adding some chart text. You can add your name and roll number in here and take the screenshot of this output VI characteristics. And I am not saving it, so just I have to close it. Okay, I closed it, and this is our circuit. This is how we do the experiment in Tanner. This is how we connect the circuits in Tanner. This is how we will change the properties from right side by pressing the devices. We can change the NMOS property also. You can see from the right side, I have selected NMOS here, and I can change its length, NF, width, whatever I need. Okay. By pressing this print device, we can change its name. By pressing NMOS, whatever we need, by selecting that device, going to its property, we can change it. And these are the different spice command we can use. So after this, On right hand side, left hand side upper corner, you will see the save button. Just save this circuit and its library from here. Yeah, okay, so you need to save this. Fine, thank you.